BMX Ultra, thanks for coming in and testing us here today. Here at Pumpt, what we've decided to do is to create an indoor BMX park, an indoor mountain bike and a BMX park. We've seen that there is a good gap in the market where people who actually want to be able to challenge themselves, want to do something a little bit more risky and a little bit more adventuresome. We've got a place to come to. So what we've done is we've brought in some pump track technology. So these are a series of berms and rollers, highs and lows that are all modular, and we'll put them together. We've created in a large indoor space. Got 2,500 square metres here in Adelaide, and the combination of that and some in-house built elements with some skate, we're hoping to create an environment for the BMXers, for the mountain bikers and the skate people to be able to come out of the heat here of Adelaide, and in winter time out of the rain. That's the beginning.
What was the inspiration for Pumpt? Was there something you'd seen before that might have inspired the whole thing?
Yeah, pump tracks they're new. They're relatively new in so far as, you know, serious years. What we've seen in pump tracks is a few pump tracks going into warehouses and people just riding around them. We like the idea. We can see the benefit of it, but what we decided to do was to take that pump track and actually make it so that it is an event. That's probably our biggest thing here. So instead of just going around and doing loops on a circuit, we have created a battle track. We've also created the loops on the circuit, but we've incorporated all sorts of other elements. So that's the biggest thing for us. That's what we decided to do. We saw that. We saw how people took to pump tracks, how they developed their skills, and how as riders they became better. And we've tried to come up with a way to be able to get people to enjoy it more. So here at Pumpt, we take a fairly well-known structure where people come in, they'll pay for an hour, and they'll come and they'll ride and they'll develop. You've got the ability to be able to book parties here and have all of that kind of festivity and create it beyond just going out for a ride in the parks to actually having an event. And that's what we are creating here, an event. It's really important to us that it's not just about the guys who are on that bike at that particular point in time. It's about the parents. It's about the people who brought them here. We've created a fabulous cafe here. It's important to be able to have a coffee while your young ones are out there riding the tracks. And at the end of it, if you're a park session and you've had a big session, how good is it to be able to sit down and have a beer while you've got your bike beside you?
So you're licensed here?
We are licensed.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So from our point of view, it's about a venue. We cater from the young kids all the way through to the old. We've got balance bikes. We'll have sessions set up in the mornings for the mums to be able to come, have a coffee, whilst their little tykes run around on the balance bike tracks and hit the seesaw. And as we've heard tonight, have the time of their life. Yep. And then, you know, right through to the older kids, and we'll have dedicated sessions at night time. The BMX riders will be able to come, improve their start times, work on the Pro Start system that we've got, and train here in winter time. BMX Australia and BMX South Australia are all over this, so that's great to be able to have them and all the clubs to come in. And then on one night a week, we'll have all the park riders if they want. So we'll break down the track, we'll do it, make a few changes, and they can come and have some fun. We'll get out some grind boxes, we'll get out some rails. All of this stuff is here. It comes out depending on the level of the group that's there.
So as far as facilities, you've got ramps, you've got a circuit pump track, the balance bike track, you've got the battle track.
Yep.
You've got, what, a shop here as well, rentals?
We've got a shop. As part of your ticket price, you get your bikes. You can choose between any one of the 4 bikes that we've got, which is a balance bike, a scooter, a 16 or a 20 inch. All of those are included in the price.
Are the bikes for sale as well?
We do also sell the bikes, yeah. All the merchandise we sell as well. So we've got Pumpt t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, drink bottles. There's a couple of ethos things that we're moving in here. We do not sell sugar water in this place here. The only drinks that come in a bottle that have got some kind of sugar in them are the kombuchas. So, you know, really low sugar. We don't sell bottled water. It's just a complete destruction of the environment. So we sell reusable water bottles. So your fitness bottles, and that's important. We sell them cheap. Water always on tap. We're really big on trying to make a good imprint on the environment here, to be able to get the kids out from inside, create a venue where everyone's happy to come and break away from.
What will the business hours be?
We're going to be open for 6 days a week at the moment. So normal times will be open from 10 through to 6 at night. And then later on in the week, we open through to 9. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we open through 9. And then Sundays, we'll shut a bit early. But when it comes to school holidays, it'll be 9 till 9, 7 days a week.
Will the pump tracks be closed for any particular, like bike riding or skating or scooting?
What we're going to do is we would certainly want to create nighttime events for people to come. I touched on that earlier. The BMX riders, we will probably open outside of our normal trading hours for them. Because you know, they want to use us as an actual training venue. So we'll make sure that no one else is on the tracks at those times. We've had inquiries from remote radio-controlled cars to be able to come out here and use the tracks. Apparently they're not welcome anymore at the dirt tracks around town because they just chew them up. So we'd love to have them here. So we will create events here for people to come. For the BMX people and for the more competitive ones, we are very keen to have nights of BMX versus mountain bike. We want to see who's the best, and so do they.
With the battle track, you've got a Pro start gate. What made you choose that one?
We did our research on the various start gates that exist, and Pro Start is the one that we thought was the best that we could come across, and they were the best to deal with. From our point of view, we are very much in creating a culture. We're following that all the way through with our merchandise. The business here, it's about creating a culture, and we want a culture of people that we can work with. So we work with our pump track people. We love them. They have developed this pump track for us. It is the most aggressive and the most forgiving pump track they have ever built. And when we were in discussions with them, we told them the layout and what we wanted to do, and they went ahead and built a specific one just for us. And it's now part of their everyday out the door. So that's really important for us. We like working with the companies, and so we make sure we work with the best, and that's why we chose Pro Start.
So what are future plans for Pumped? Are you going to keep developing, keep growing, maybe expand into other areas?
Most certainly. The developing and the growing will happen here on site. The expansion is definitely within our goals. We would like to be able to carry this along through the Eastern Seaboard. We'll have to wait and see how that happens. We are talking day one here. It's early days, but that certainly is our intention. There is a lot of serious intellectual property that's gone into the creation of this, and we're happy where we're at now, and we feel we're in a position to be able to roll that out.
What's the response so far? I mean, you said it's day one, so it is early days. What's the response been from general public and obviously the people that have already been here? Yeah,
well, the people that have been here have been totally positive. It has really blown us away, and we've been really happy to see that. The young kids are rapt. You know, so many of them today said that today was the best day of their lives, and they were all totally rapt. Totally nagging mum and dad to have parties here. That was great, and the parents were excited too. It's great, we feel, to be able to have something that's that next risk level up that can actually really get the adrenaline flowing. So we're really happy, and we think that by doing all the various skate work that we're doing out there, that we've got the ability to be able to capture those skate market as well.
What's your recommendation from the cafe, food-wise?
Fish burritos.
Fish burritos.
It's golden.
Thank you very much for your time, and I think we better go out and play on the track a bit more. Thanks a lot.
Excellent. Thanks for coming, Shane.
Thanks.
Cheers. Bye.